Hello and welcome to the Holiday Impact, the podcast that reminds you have the power to make a difference. I'm your host, Chante Holliday, and each week we'll explore the mindset and habits and strategies that will help you overcome obstacles and seize opportunities and create a positive impact in your life and in your business. Joining me today is Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, Chante. Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.
Anytime. So could you do me a favor? Could you please introduce yourself and what you do, what you specialize in for anyone that has not already met you yet?
Absolutely. So my name is Jen Medvick, and I am the CEO of Single Moms Rocking Finances, and I am a financial coach for working single moms.
Gotcha. So what were you doing before you got into like this sector?
What was I not doing? Probably would be the best question. But what my background was, I was in the car dealership industry. So I have a car background. So doing some kind of warranty administrating, a lot of clerical work, a lot of office management, things like that. But that was kind of the background. But I've always been, well, not always, but I was a single mom for 10 years. So that's kind of where that came from, but for
Gotcha.
sure.
Well, you got to feed the baby somehow.
Got to feed them
So
somehow.
I totally get that. So you started off in the car dealership industry, and then how did you get to where you are now? Like, how did you decide to niche down on this?
So, as I always explain, you know, we don't usually go into our life, our marriage, when we're younger, we don't go into it planning on being a single mom. I mean, some do plan it and it just happens, but it's not something that we plan. You go into it, you're married and things like that. Unfortunately, things happen and you just kind of find yourself a single mom. And I just remember struggling. It's a struggle to be a parent anyway, but to be a single parent and then have to do everything, like from the laundry, all the housekeeping, keeping up like that, and then let alone financially take care of everyone. Not everyone receives child support, not everyone receives alimony or, even very little. So we have to support ourselves financially. And I remember, trying to raise my three kids on less than $900 a month. And I just know that, you know, there had to be a better way. This could not be my life. And, when I start making, extra income and start, you get creative
Right.
when you need income, you get creative. And I remember distinctly, I went 5 months without receiving child support. And I honestly didn't realize that I didn't because I had been making extra money. And when I look back and I'm like, hey, I didn't get child support. And then I thought, hey, I'm now financially independent. And it's like, nobody should feel like that.
Right.
So it was my mission from then on that just whether you're single, just starting out, every woman needs to learn to be financially independent at some point. You just have to. Whether you just have to have your own money. It's just fact. You just have to. But
I
that's
completely
my
agree.
mission, to just do that with, to make sure every woman, young, even teenagers, to just rely on themselves financially. You just don't know. Even if you're married, you just don't know. Something could happen, or you could lose a job. Anything could happen. You just need to
Right.
learn to be. That's my mission, to teach every woman to be financially independent. So
I love it. No, I love it. And you touched on a lot of points and stuff there. So, like, for one, you should always be prepared, right, for the unexpected.
mhm.
And like you said, you didn't receive child support at one point for 5 months, but then you were like, wait, I I'm still standing and I didn't. So I'm super proud of you for that. I think that's amazing that you're able to hold down your household. And I'm sure your kids appreciate you for it. If they don't now, they will when they're older.
Right, right, yeah, for sure.
So what types of financial issues do you help single moms address? I know you have your group and stuff there and your platform. So what specific issues do you help them overcome?
But with working with, different types of single moms, like working single moms, non-working single moms, there's one commonality that I'm finding is they have anxiety just speaking about their finances. It's a very touchy subject. You talk about money, it's just either, you have that mindset, either they don't have it or they have it and they don't know what to do with it. I find there's a lot of, anxiety, a lot of not knowing how to budget or thinking they have a budget. And it's like, well, I had a budget, but I don't know how to, implement it or where to put it. Or, they have money coming in, but they feel like I'm never saving it. So we touch on, budgeting, a little bit of debt management, where to put your money, and how to just run your household financially and overcoming the anxiety of talking. I have clients that just never open a bank statement because they're just afraid to look at it. So we go into things like that.
Gotcha. And there's definitely a fear if you're not used to being like financially stable and stuff there of like opening the bank statement. I remember before I started making what I do now and stuff there, I was definitely not excited to open up my bank account at all. Like it felt so nerve-wracking because I was so used to not being thrilled that it just became a nuisance. So I think it's really cool that you overcome that trauma and stuff there to kind of help people say like, it's okay. You can run towards your debt. It's all right. You can face it head on. So I think that's really awesome. So how do you differentiate what like your specific type of coaching than others in your industry?
I always say I do not come from a financial background. I am not a certified financial planner. I am not a CPA, but I am a single mom that makes my household run financially. So my motto is I see you because I am you. And you can obviously go to someone who does investments and things like that. And yeah, you should go to a certified planner, but I've overcome having a zero bank account. I've overcome having negative. I've had more in there than I ever thought that I would see growth in. So I've been on both sides. So I feel like I can connect and resonate with someone that is feeling that anxiety, feeling that trauma, feeling the, not knowing how to run their house, financially. So I think that differentiates me from other coaches because I can help you because I've been there. I know what it's like.
So I know you have your group, right? And then remind me of the name of your group again.
It's Single Moms Rocking Finances.
Love it. Okay. And then like how often are you engaged in that group?
I am being very consistent. I'm engaging. I go live once a week, have like a little presentation. I have a topic. We discuss that, do kind of different posts every week, every day, trying to get more engagement. It's happening. It's coming. We're doing good.
Right. No, nothing's overnight. So I love the growth that I see in there with you. So what types of resources or like tools do you actually provide for not only your clients, but like your group members and stuff there to kind of improve their financial status right now or kind of come to terms with it?
So what I do is I start out with a financial assessment and I have them fill out a questionnaire, and then we go over it. So we go over their strengths, their weaknesses, and then put together a personalized plan where we can grow and increase the strengths, increase the weaknesses, and just go over things like that and just, do the breakdown of all that. And then I have like a budgeting plan where you can, a basic one. We start out basic.
Okay.
Exactly, your total income, your debt, what you have for that month and things like that. So we do go over basic budgeting strategies.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I know you have your beautiful children, right? And stuff there. So what ages are your kids?
So I have three. So my oldest is 21.
Okay.
No, mind you, they're all at home still, so we're good. 21, 18, and I have a daughter that's 16.
Okay, goodness. So how did you introduce budgeting, finances, things of that nature to your kids? How did you start teaching them that?
Well, I try to teach them at an early age. They've always been curious about money, and I have two of them that actually have their own business and run their own businesses now. And the oldest one, he just bought himself a car. So he had to learn, he's paying for it. So he had to learn to budget. He knew going in how much he wanted to pay each month, the insurance he had to pay each month, and then the leftover, to go out and do whatever else he wanted with and pay his credit card as well. So he's doing very well managing that. So we go over it monthly, make sure they're okay. So we kind of just, always have not like a family meeting, but a type of family meeting, say, okay, where's everybody's finances this week? What are we doing? How much did you earn? How much are you putting towards this? That's, yeah. So we do
I
that.
like that. Goodness. So, like, what age did you introduce him to it? Because I know you said at an early age, but like, how young is too young to bring up financial literacy to a child?
I don't think that it's too young. I mean, we all start, when they're born, they all have like a piggy bank and people throw in pennies and quarters and things like that. And that's where they learn how to count. So I think at a very early age, whether you can, I feel like they should be able to buy things themselves.
Right.
They're accountable for their own money. So I remember a little story when my daughter was about, gosh, how old was she? Like 5.
Mhm.
She had her own wallet and she used to keep little like sticky notes in her wallet of how much money she had in each section. Like she had like $1.25 in this
I love
section. She'd have
that.
75 cents. And I'm like, that was really cool. So I mean, she was 5. And
Okay.
she's like, I have my own money. I'll buy my own pack of gum. Okay.
Oh,
But that just
goodness,
gives them that
independent.
independence, right? And the confidence. It just gives them that independence, that confidence. Like, I have my own, I can buy my own.
Mm,
So
I love that. Okay, cool. So not only are you teaching the single moms and stuff there about their finances, but you're also teaching them how they can pass that gift down early.
absolutely.
I love
Absolutely.
that and stuff there because that's super important, right? Like I opened my son's first bank account, I think it was either last year or the year before last year, and he's 4. And I was so excited. I remember when he was still in my belly, I asked my doctor and stuff there, like, like how soon can I put him as an authorized user on my credit cards? My doctors looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. But I tried. So absolutely. So I think that's absolutely awesome. So I know you have like a whole bunch of clients and stuff there that absolutely love you. Did you have anything that you wanted to add and stuff there for the audience listening as far as motivation for if they feel like they've completely given up on their finances, that they have too much debt to possibly overcome? Maybe they want to just file for bankruptcy and just have a clean slate and stuff there because they don't know what else to do. What
I've
would you
been
want
there
to say to
too.
them?
I've been there too. Um, so what I can stress is you can have $5 in the bank, or you can have $5,000 in the bank. It's your mindset that's going to decide what you're going to do with that. If you have $5 in the bank, instead of saying, and I used to say it all the time until I changed, I only have $5 in the bank. But if I can help you, reframe that mindset and be like, how can I make this $5 grow? How can I grow this into $100? Or, yay, I have $5 in the bank. Let's go. How can I budget this to go towards savings or my debt? As long as you're paying something towards your debt, that you're paying it off. You can make it happen. You can get on a budget. We use the 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes towards your main needs, 30 goes towards your wants, and 20 goes towards everything else. You can do it. So yeah, be confident. You can do it. We can do it together. So
I love
for
it.
sure.
Gotcha. And you guys listen to her and stuff there. So like it's not gonna happen overnight. It's
Mm-mm,
fine to have anxiety and be nervous, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. But if you
correct.
just take little steps towards making the right decision, it does make a big difference. So it's not always about no longer getting a coffee at Starbucks every morning and stuff there.
Right.
It's about the little things that you do that make up these big changes. So I completely agree and stuff there. I had like transitioning from my mid 20s to my late 20s, I basically had like a little bit of an epiphany where it came to where I was like, I have no budget and I don't know what I'm doing with my money and I don't know where it's going. I have credit card debt because I keep helping people that never pay me back. Why?
Right.
Like, I keep spending more money on groceries just for it to go bad in the fridge of stuff that I don't even eat. Why? And stuff there. I was shopping, but I worked 6 days a week and was wearing nothing. Like, it just there were things that just did not add up. They didn't make
Right.
sense. And it was also the types of gifts that I was buying people. It didn't equate to my current lifestyle of what I could afford to give. So I just encourage people to take an honest look at your finances. If you are a single mom and you want to pair up with a coach that can relate to you and bond with you and your needs and take that time to focus on you, definitely look into Jennifer. Jennifer, do me a favor. Definitely send me all of your links and stuff there, especially the link to your group where people can find you and follow you for more. I enjoyed so much having you here today. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. You're amazing. So
Aw, thank you. And she also has, of course, an online school where you guys can also enroll in her classes if you're looking for something self-paced. Maybe you're not like ready to talk one-on-one with someone yet and you're trying to get your feet wet. You can definitely check out her school and learn more about her. Do you do consultation calls?
I do consultation calls because we go over, if you want to, learn how to create an additional income, we go over that. I can make anything a business. I can make anything a business.
Blessing. We get that skill, right? Over
Yeah,
time. So, like, yeah, no, you end up, if you're one of those adults that have tried everything, you know 1,000 ways that don't work. And it is a
exactly.
superpower because then you know the 12 things that do work and everything not to do. So,
Right. Absolutely.
yeah, like never take that for granted. But thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. My name is Chante Holliday, and you just tuned in for the Holiday Impact, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.